thanks for coming back to the channel, thanks for coming up to another video. I'm severely sleep deprived. I've had 2 cancelled flights. Yeah, don't fly with EasyJet. So I'm back a couple of days later from my holiday than I was meant to be. I'm going down to Bristol on Monday with work. I'm driving this. It's not like getting hire cars, and it's an option to drive your own. I need to do some bits on it. So I replaced the caliper on the other side. Well, tried to replace the caliper. We'll see what happened if you watch the previous video. But it is now replaced. However, the other caliper has now decided to give up. So I need to change that. And luckily, things have freed off on that side. I tested before I went. Soaked it with plus gas for a while and tested that it is definitely loose. So I can change that caliper or from the line side, bleed the brakes, that's fine. I've got discs and pads for the front. The reason I did this is because they look a bit old. They've got plenty of meat on them, but they're just not ideal. The cats are fighting. This side where the caliper was replaced, before it was replaced, obviously it was catching and binding, so I think it has warped the discs on that side, because you can still hear the disc on that side, because you can still hear a bit of like a so it makes sense. Replace it, and then we've got an even playing field, so we know we're sorted. And same on that side. So yeah, discs and pads on the front, caliper that side. I've also got some bottom arms, but I'm not going to do that first because I'd have to get it aligned, and now it's Saturday late on and I won't be able to get it aligned on Sunday, so I don't really want to drive on the motorway with my alignment all over. So I'll do the bottom arms at some point, still in this video, but at some point. And then I've got a belt, an aux belt, and the tensioner, because the belt itself is like, you can see there's points where like some of the ridges have actually gone, so I'd rather not throw that. And the tensioner isn't too much more, and I don't have the you know, the evidence that it's been replaced in the past, so we've got that. Got some parts over there, so I am going to crack on and probably make some mistakes because I'm sleep deprived, but need to get this done now so that tomorrow I can rest, or if there's any issues, hopefully I can go to Euro car parts and sort what I need to sort. So let's get on with this. So I'm just going to start by taking the wheel off, and I've got to say I love this impact gun. It's like one of the best things I've ever bought, even just for whizzing the wheel off. It's just so handy, like yeah, it's great. Obviously good for other stuff as well, but yeah, even for that, just a time saver. So I start loosening the caliper, and then I start working on removing just the little sort of disc retaining bolt, and I thought, oh, this is going to be really easy, just a little Torx bit, you know, spray it, hammer over a bit in, and it's going to come off. And yeah, obviously it did not, because it's me and an old car, and yeah, so it did not come off. And you'll see me in a sec just absolutely round the head, like fully. Like it'd kind of been going, and then yeah, I was like, look, we're just going to give it one last shot, and then it just went. So yeah, not ideal, but yeah, we can work around it. So just end up taking the caliper off, getting that out of the way, always suspending it with some cable ties so it's not hanging on the brake hose. Got that out of the way, and then you're going to see me start drilling out the retaining bolt. And luckily I got some quite good metal drill bits for this, so I just start like sort of smallish, just about the size of the Torx bit that actually went in, and then kind of just widen it. And I'm just trying to take off the head so that I can pull the disc away from it. I'm not trying to drill through into the threads, because I thought I could save it and then maybe, you know, get some mole grips on the back and pull the bolt out, but it was not to be. I ended up just mullering it. So, but we got the disc off, got what we needed to do done. Yeah, and then we can deal with that later. I put the new brake disc on, and then basically started cleaning up the caliper carrier where the little slide things sit, so the pads can slide on them. There's like little I don't know, fittings that go on there that are nice and smooth metal, so the pads can slide on there. So just cleaning that up, and then basically start putting the new caliper on. So connect the hose into the actual caliper, and then into where it meets the hard line up on the body, further back in the wheel arch, and then basically just yeah, secure the caliper back on, tidy up, and we're good to go. Okay, so I managed to do the brakes, did the other side, and probably shouldn't say all that. Did the other side, that was just discs and pads on that side, didn't need to sort the caliper on that, and also the caliper retaining bolt came out really nice, thankfully, probably because the garage had it off probably when they were changing the caliper. Maybe just have a look around, or someone's had it off recently because it just came out like a dream. And The kit from Frodo, in fairness, came with a nice new set of retaining bolts. So one side missing, but that's, you know, not the end of the world. So I've got the car back down, just rolled it up and down on the driveway. Brakes seem okay, maybe a tiny bit more spongy than before. I just bled just that corner, see if we could get away with it. But what I might do tomorrow is just do a full bleed, do the rears, do the fronts when I have time and a bit more energy, because that's a fairly simple process. Well, if caliper bleeding nipples don't round off. Yeah, seems pretty good. I'm now just going to do the tensioner, and then that'll be today wrapped up. So I'm going to whip the engine cover off, take a picture and make a diagram of how this goes, which is always best to do twice, so you know exactly how the belt routes. Then I will just need to put a 17mm on the tensioner, crack it open, take the belt off, remove the retaining bolts. I did another video, I'll try and put it up top right on my C-Class 220 diesel, and that pretty much is the same tensioner system that they use here, so if you want to know how to do it, they're pretty much all the same. I'll put that video up top right. Might just have to remove, I don't know if I will, but I might just move some of these hoses, maybe this one. We'll see what access is like when we dig in there. So let's get on with that, shouldn't be a long job. Got the old tensioner out here, used an Allen key to go in where like the new one comes with a pin, so that just holds it over so you can get to the other bolt on the other side. So that's still in my, this is a couple of months later, I'm actually voicing this over, and that is still in my shed with the pins, with the Allen key still in, and I need to pull it out, I need to put it in the vise and pull it out, and I just haven't got around to doing it yet, but yeah, we got the job done. So after all that, the caliper got sorted, bled the brakes next day fully, you know, from furthest away from the mass cylinder to closest, so rear that way, front that way. Can't see where I'm pointing, but yeah, you can figure it out. So yeah, that was fine, brakes were fine again, very good. And I ended up off camera because I needed it sorting really quick, and you don't realise how much time filming actually adds to a process. It's crazy really. So I changed the hubs on both sides with the wheel bearings inside. I got like a full unit, £80 each or something. It was like new hub, wheel bearing already inside, and yeah, I changed them off camera because there was an advisory on the last MOT for one of them. They haven't been done in a while. The actual maintenance surface on the hub was pretty corroded, so I was worried that so even after like sanding it and wire brushing it and stuff, I don't think the discs were sitting quite flat, so I didn't want them, you know, judder in there and whatnot, issues coming from that. And also there was that disc retaining bolt stuck in one of them, so yeah, that one ideal. So managed to change that. So yeah, that's all sorted as well, so that's good. So new discs, pads, calipers and hubs on front, so yeah, pretty well sorted under there now. Tensioner was a piece of cake, done it loads of times, so yeah, that was good, easy enough to do. The tensioner and the belt, so I know that's done for peace of mind. Like I said, that belt was pretty grim, so yeah, not ideal, but that's sorted. Cleaned down the front of the engine as well. Looks like there's loads of rubber particles that have been flung off and stuck to the block, so yeah, got rid of that. And if you stay tuned, the next video is going to be on the Black Death, so I'm going to be tackling that next. So yeah, that's going to be pretty involved. I don't think it's going to be a difficult process, but it's just going to be time consuming. I've got to make sure I do everything right and by the book. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's going to be pretty challenging, I think, to get right and maybe not mess up, because it's me, so I might mess it up. So yeah, thanks for coming back. Please hit like, subscribe, you know, leave a comment down below if you want to see me do anything in particular, or if there's anything you liked. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.